Simultaneous equations just got trickier. Here, you don't just have simultaneous equations, you have simultaneous equations with logarithm. So how do you approach this question when you have logs attached to it? I'll be showing you two methods to solve this kind of problem in this class. All right, let's start with the first method. First of all, what I want to do is simplify the log. So here, I can go log 2x squared. So the 2 comes here, and I have log 2y equal to 8. Now, using the rule of log, when I have addition, all I need to do is multiply these two things right here. So since they have the same base, the bases are equal, so I can go x squared times y, which will give you x squared y, and I could change 8 into a log. All I need to do, since I'm in base 2, I'll just say 2 to the power of 8. That's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this gives you 4, this gives you 4, this gives you 4, this gives you 4. So this is 16 times 16, that's 256. So this will be log 256 to base 2. So that's how you change the number to a log. Just take this base and raise it to the number. So once I've done that, I can just cancel out this log. Log here cancels out log here, meaning that I have my first equation, x squared y equals to 256. I'll call this equation 1. So we're going to do the same thing to form equation 2 from this. So over here, I already have everything sorted out. So minus means you divide. Since they have the same base, this will be log 2 x over y. Then again, I have 1, so I'm going to raise 1 to raise 2, the base to the power of 1. That will be log 2, and that would also be 2. So log 2 to base 2 is going to give you 1. Here again, we're going to cancel out log 2, and we'll have x over y equal to 2. I don't want a fraction, so I'm just going to say x equals to 2y. That's our equation 2. So next thing, we're going to solve these equations with our normal simultaneous equation solutions. All right, let's do that. Here we have equation 1 and equation 2. So what we can do is substitute. Since I have x equals to 2y, then I will put equation 2 into equation 1. So instead of x squared here, I would have 2y squared, then y outside, and 256 on the other side. So this will be 2 squared is 4, y squared is y squared is y squared. Then this y outside is going to make it y cubed equals to 256. So here, divide both sides by 4. So this by 4, this by 4, 4 cancels 4, and you have y cubed. So this is 256 divided by 4. 4 in this gives you, that's 6, then in 16, that's 4. Good. So that's y cubed equals to 64. So the cube root of 64 would be 4, because 4 cubed gives you 64. So that's 4. So y is 64. We can now find x if we put y into this. So we put y equals to 4 in equation 2. So x will be equals to 2 times 4. X is equal to 8. So the values of x and y, x is 8 and y is 4. So this is a very quick way of doing it. Now let's do the second method for solving this problem. Now for the second method, what we can do, we can substitute from the get-go. We could say, let p be equals to log this. Also, let q be equals to log y to base 2. So instead of this, I'm going to have 2p plus q equal to 8, and p minus q equal to 1. So right off, we have a very quick simultaneous equation. You can put a minus sign here, or rather a plus sign. We're putting a plus sign because if we put a plus sign, we can get rid of the q variable. So 2p plus p is going to give you 3p. Then q plus minus q, that will be 0, q will go away. Then 8 plus 1 will be 9. So P will be 9 over 3, and P is 3. So since P is 3, we can put this value of 3 into any of these equations. Let's name them 1 and 2. So P equals to 3, let's put it in equation 2. So P equals to 3 in equation 2. So that's 3 minus Q equals to 1. 3 minus 1 equals to Q. So this is 2 equals to Q. Therefore, Q is equals to 2. So Q is 2 and P is 3. But we're not done because we need to find out what X is and what Y is. So we substitute. So I'm going to put remember that P is this. So I'm going to have but P equals to log X to base 2. What is P? We found P to be 3. So 3 equals to log X to base 2. So this is in logarithm now. We can change it to indices. How do we do that? We take this base and raise it to this number. So 2 raised to the power 3, it will be equal to this X. So X will be equal to what? 8. And I guess that's what we got in the former question. So X will be equals to 8. Just like we did in the other method we used. Then we do the same thing for Q. So remember Q is equals to 2. So but Q equals to log Y to base 2. So Q is 2. That'll be 2 equals to log Y to base 2. Right? So 2 raised to the power 2 equal to Y. 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. So Y equals to 4. So this checks out exactly like the other example. So what method is your preferred method? Leave it in the comment section. Catch you in the next video.